Hi, welcome to my channel. This is the Artistic Mystic and Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. I wanted to talk a little bit today about a new deck I've designed. It's one of two, actually. The first deck I knew years ago I was supposed to create. I just didn't know how or when. And the second deck, which actually is what I created first, was Divinely Guided. And it's the keys to the 13 universal laws. They're also called the sacred keys. To basically wellness and enlightenment and ascension. So I wanted to give a little background on this deck if you're interested. It's offered through my store on Game Crafter, and I'll have the link below. But the 13 universal laws or sacred keys are that which is based on the sacred geometry of Metatron's cube. This is Metatron's cube if you've never seen it before. And Metatron is an ascended master who is all about sacred geometry. And I've got some notes here to make sure I get what you need to know. But the sacred geometry is what creates the patterns of the universe, and it's the blueprint for everything. So every geometrical shape that is found is created by him, Metatron. And the 13 keys are how we become one or whole, find unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And the cube he's best known for, from what I understand, he's associated with the blue ray, which is the first ray, which is the will of God. And Metatron is also in charge of and guards over the tree of life. So if you look in biblical text, the tree of life is referred to. I think it's also referenced in Hebrew scripture. But it puts everything in its place. The cube is more like the base of everything, and so everything else that is created out of it. It also is sometimes called the fruit of life, which is what creates the flower of life, which is part of the image that has his cube, as well as the flower of life within the deck I have on the back of the deck. So the technical part is the cube has 15 platonic solids hidden inside that are symbolic of the geometric patterns that are found within the universe. Everything is based on sacred geometry. Everything you find in nature, it's matter, it's everything. The cube is said to spin with energy that helps one place negative energy or thoughts, replace them with positive energy or thoughts. And the 13 spiritual laws or keys, universal laws, which connects us to everything. And this includes our actions, our emotions, our thoughts, our beliefs, and how they impact the universe. So basically what you send out is what you get back. So having yourself in a place that helps facilitate the positive aspects of these keys or universal laws is what helps facilitate what you receive. Metatron is also associated with spiritual growth and is thought to assist with one's spiritual awakening or transformation that occurs. And that's the inspiration of this deck. It's to help you identify and work on those things for your own personal growth and transformation. So as such, it helps you overcome obstacles that you're dealing with. And many of those with special gifts that are here to help assist humanity with your higher good, he's also with that. This is a diagram taken from a website, but this is another way of showing the universal laws or the sacred keys. And a lot of people refer to these laws as being 12. There's actually a 13th, and the 13th is love. So the deck that I created, the keys to the 13 universal laws, have the cube and the seed of life. This was the artwork I was guided to use for the back of the deck. It's a 72 card deck. 72 is what's commonly used in tarot, but I was told that's how many I had to use. And inside the deck, or on the back side of the deck, you actually have cards that say universal law, and this one is free will. There's 13 of these. Mixed in with these are keys to help you master these laws, these sacred keys. The key to, for example, progress, or the key to boundaries. So there's a couple different ways you can use this deck. One is to pull out the universal law keys. You can pull them out one at a time, 2, 3. I don't know if I'd recommend all 13. That's a lot at once to focus your energy and intentions on. But for today's demonstration, I'm going to pull out the universal law of free will, vibration, and cause and effect. And then I'm going to shuffle the deck. And for me, Spirit actually has the cards pop out. So I'm going to use the remainder of this deck to ask for clarifiers for each of these laws. And what we need to know for our greater good regarding these laws. So I've cut the deck. So what do we need to know about free will, please, Spirit? And it flew out. Overcoming fear is what they're suggesting for the law of free will. Let me hold this up a little bit differently. Is overcoming fear, overcoming your discomfort, using your free will, making a choice to overcome it. What do we need to know about the universal law of vibration, please? Whoop. This one is interesting. Vibration is related to polarity. So the frequency, the energy that you put out, pulls to you with polarity what you're putting out. So if your vibration is low, polarity says you're going to bring, kind of like physics, you're going to bring those things, those experiences, people, what have you, that are of a lower vibration. Not what we want. So if you put out a vibration for things, your words, thoughts, actions of a higher frequency, it will pull in those experiences, people, as such, of a higher vibration, which is what you want. The last universal law I'm asking for clarity on is cause and effect. Every cause has an effect. Cause and effect is the key to life. So again, having intentions, integrity with your thoughts, words, actions in your daily life is what's going to create the choices you make are the cause, and the effect is what is the outcome of those choices. You can also use this deck to ask just what you need to know for your greater good for any particular day. Perseverance for new beginnings. So, I'm really happy to offer this deck. The deck will come from Game Crafter. That's where my store is for now. And when you order the deck, I did not create a box for it. It was going to add to the cost for people. So it will come in a plastic bag in a little padded box. And you can then tie it with a ribbon. You can purchase or find a bag, whatever you want to keep your cards in or wherever you keep them. For your own personal use. But I welcome you to explore this deck. And like I said, the information for using it, the information for finding it is below, but you can use this video to kind of help guide you a little bit on how you might incorporate or use it. So thanks for your time, and I hope you find this deck of use.